like being home. And I guess the Hall of Fame got 5 years, and I guess the Utah Hall of Fame got 8 or 9 or whatever. But it's really neat being here. You know, I'm sure if you talk to Chad or John, we just played the game. I don't think either one of us said we wanted to be inducted into a Hall of Fame of any kind. And we just played the game. Something we love, try to do it the right way. Try to be honest and fair when we did it, and to be back home. Being here it's an awesome feeling to be back where it started at, you know, even though we was in Salt Valley. I know this Energy Solution now, but I always say Delta Center. Mm-hmm. So it's neat. Got some friends here with me. Just going to have a good time and enjoy it.
To go in with John, would you have it any other way?
No. It's amazing because it's an honor being, you know, in the NBA Hall of Fame. But they maybe dropped the ball a little bit. I think Utah got it right. We're going in together. So they could have made an exception, but it's all fun. And being here with John, I'm excited because I beat him here. That's probably, you know, he'd probably be shocked when he walked in. But it's just awesome. I think that when you hear Stockton and Malone, it just go hand in hand. And to go in with him, it'll be awesome. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. I hadn't seen him in a while.
What's it like to think that you guys stayed together and played here in one team for 18 years?
Well, you know, of course I left for a year. I never say never. But I don't think it'll happen again for us. Two guys stayed together that long in the same place and built something pretty special. The fans here allowed me to grow into a young man here, and I think they did the same with Stockton. But to stay together for this long, and I promise you that my training in the summer, I would want to compete against him, and probably vice versa. It's a number of times that we called each other, and I'm an hour difference. So that's how I sometimes beat him to the draw. But then there was a number of times where he would leave me a message saying, hey, are you up yet? So we competed even when we wasn't together. And our training, I think, is legendary, and I think Coach Malone will tell you the same thing. But to have a teammate that no matter what, no matter how tired, no matter what, if I called him in the summertime and said, look, we need to do a 30-minute pickup game, he was in shape to play. So he drove me to train because I said, hey, look, big guys don't like to run. I need to train to keep up with this guy because if I get down the floor, he's going to give me the ball. So I'm going to run the floor. So it's just awesome. And then for it to all come together tonight is pretty special for me. It really is.
You look like you're about 3 ounces heavier than you were when you played. Are you still doing that training regimen there, Mailman?
No, sir. I actually, Brad, I don't do anything. No, I'm just joking. Let me just say this. Every time I turn the TV on or go to some event, I see an athlete that motivate me. No, I'm being honest. And I say, I don't want to look like that, seriously. And I'm not calling any name, but I was just at a football game with Texas A&M and Louisiana Tech played in Shreveport, and I saw an athlete who I look up to, and my son looked at me and said, Dad, you're not going to look like that. I said, absolutely not. And then the second reading is, you might try Dad one day, and I got to defend myself for a little while. But no, it's just a way of life. Coach Sloan used to mess with me all the time. He said, boy, when you finish playing, you have to, if I tell you to carry, you have to make 2 trips. I can't say the rest because I'm going to keep it clean tonight. But anyway, it's just a way of life. And the places I go in the summer, Alaska and places like that, I train because if I don't train now, I get very edgy after about a day and a half or 2 days. So it's just a way of life. And we have events like this. A lot of people saying, let me see what he looked like. So, but anyway, it's just part of it. I just get up every morning, 3 or 4 days a week and train. And I listen to my body now. So I don't go crazy, but I listen to my body, and it's good for me. It's good therapy for me.
You like an hour a day or?
Well, a couple.
Oh, okay.
A couple. You know,
Could you play 15 minutes a night, you think?
Sir, I know when to say when, just like that commercial. I'm not going to say this because this is family TV, but you know what? Put it like this. I got thrown into refereeing a ball game last night. The referee didn't show up. and I felt pretty good. But anyway, I always say I respect what the young guys do now. I'm not one of these guys that say, oh, yeah, without a doubt. If my life depended on it, which it don't, but if it did, I could give you I can play a little bit. I'm not talking about how, but I can hold my own for a minute, but it'll be a lot of fouls. And I'm going to foul you hard, by the way. So I'm just being honest. So, but no, I just like to watch the younger guys now and do what I do and enjoy the family, enjoy a few close friends, and enjoy life.
Have you ever called John and said, "Are you up yet?" since you're retired?
No, I don't even have to know because I know John. He'll come in and he'll look just like fighting weight right now. And then, one of the main things is you can't chase those moose and elk and deer up them mountains. Now I'm getting into bow hunting. You got to be pretty close, so that's a little motivating factor right there as well. So.
Like, can you creep up on anything?
Hey, try me. Piss me off. I probably can.
When you think of the glory days, what are the first memories that come to mind for you?
Well, the very first thing I think about is, no matter what anybody say, 12 other teams had me in for visits and took a chance and said it was going to take a chance, and they didn't. And then the Jazz took a chance. So when I think about the glory days, I think about Frank Layden, Coach Sloan, Dave Checketts, the Miller family took a chance on a little kid from Louisiana and say, we think you can do certain things, now prove it to us. And last but not least, I would like to say Coach Frank Layden, to say this is the guy that we need to draft. So those are glory days, and the Salt Palace. And, and my teammates. A guy that I don't know I doubt if he'll be here, is Adrian Dantley, who taught me how to be a professional. Take care of your body. Ice when you don't need, so those are glory days. And coming up here, and the people here, good, bad, ugly, accepted me as a person, and you built on that. Those are my glory days. The basketball things or basketball, I never said to play to win. I played to compete and do it the right way. So my glory days is a Salt Palace, the Delta Center now, which is Energy Solution, and God bless them. But my glory days was at those times, and the teammates like John Stockton, Horner Sack, Brian Russell, those guys. That's what I remember. And of course, I hadn't talked about Jerry Sloan, who after that was stubborn enough to keep running the same place. For Stockton and I, which 30 years. So we need to stop this interview because John Stockton is right here. So we got to wait now. So, all right.
Thanks, Karl.